Call on Yahweh Hashem Shai and the name Yahweh Shai. We back with a part two. And like I said, don't nobody want to live here. This life is terrible. Well, I sure don't. I can care less about this shit. You know, I'm only doing the things that I do right now to survive. That's it. That's all. To make it to the end. Lord, Yahweh willing, That's what I want. I'm only doing the things that I need to do to survive, man. And it's a will to survive, because if I didn't feel like it, I'd be a bum out there too and just living homeless and not giving a fuck about this life. But, you know, it's part of me that it don't belong there. The most I say, I know you don't belong there. So we gonna work on it and keep you afloat. You know what I'm saying? And when everything crashes and burns, you can just let it go. Because it was never worth anything anyway. And that's the days that I look for. The day when I don't have to work, the day when I don't have to worry about money. I don't have to worry about homes, and I don't have to worry about how I'm going to fucking make it the next day. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to worry about getting up because a white man and clock me in for work. You got to be here at 3 o'clock. That's how them white people are. Can you work overtime? Hell fucking no. Knowing that it's people that exist in this world that never worked before. You know, it says, it is better to hear the rebuke of the wise than for a man to hear the song of fools. It says, for like the crackling of thorns under a pot, so is the laughter of the fool. This is also vanity, right? You don't want to sit here and listen to no idiot, you know what I'm saying, that hasn't truly went through anything, that don't understand life. They just say whatever they want to say, not knowing the full gravity of what they say, you know? So I peep that shit too. That's all in the game. Knowing and what it based on how a man look and the words that come out of his mouth, that's how we analyze that nigga. Like, nah, I'm gonna just stay away from him. You all about your drugs. You just all about murder and you ain't never even hurt nobody. You know what I'm saying? Or you just encouraging people, but you don't live that life. You know what I'm saying? You ain't about that shit. You might as well just sit back and shut up. But you do have a lot of brothers like that, you know, throw their opinion out there. And when I want to see proof of how you live and how you get down, you ain't got no works. You don't have no proof. You don't have shit. And I'm just looking like, who are you to even speak? You got it's the pride. It's the pride in the nigga, man. Pride puffeth lifting them up. It says, surely oppression destroys a wise man's reason, and a bribe debases the heart. That's right. You got to be careful because we know where we live at. We know the truth about what's going on with our people. Our people are being oppressed on a higher level. They like it to be so. You know what I'm saying? It says, in a bribe debases the heart. They can go and get that 200,000 racks from a white man and feel like they are just free, feel like they just got it, not knowing that they under more oppression. You know what I'm saying? They don't know that, but we do, you know. It says the end of a thing is better than the beginning. That's right. I'm glad we at the end of our slavery. If I was born again during a time where the white man was just killing us and hanging us, I might as well just hang me immediately. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want to be born during that time again. So now that we at the end and I don't remember my past life, but you can always look up on your past life. You can always read about your ancestors. You can always read about your past. It's there. But to live it again, oh my goodness. So, we at the end of it, you know what I'm saying? The Most High doesn't take account to the past. He doesn't allow you to remember that. So now that we at the end of it, you know what I'm saying? We glad, because the beginning was terrible. So it says that the patient in spirit is better than the proud in spirit. Do not hasten in your spirit to be angry, for anger rests in the bosom of fools. That's right. Because sometimes you in life you cannot force things. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes in life you gotta let Yahweh take it. You gotta be patient about certain things. You gotta be, you know what I'm saying, calm, So a lot of people choose anger and they choose force, and they're not knowing where that's gonna end up at. Because you got a lot of our brothers and sisters that like to use force instead of waiting for Yahweh to give it to you. You go and take it from somebody. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. The Most High give you opportunities and give you things that you need. You know what I'm saying? Through people, you know what I'm saying? Through jobs, you know, through all kinds of ways the Lord can reach you. But a lot of our brothers and sisters be like, oh, God mad at me, or God don't answer me. So I'm going to just do whatever I want to do. You know, God knows me. He knows that I'll love him regardless. But Lord, forgive me for the things that I do. You know what I'm saying? They contradict they contradict the Bible. They contradict the precepts and what the Most High is saying. Because you don't have to do the things that you're doing. You can do it the right way, just like everybody else. You know, oh, I'm gonna go and get that you know, that record deal from that white man. I could care less what everybody say. I need the money. I'm gonna make it. Nobody gonna tell me that I ain't gonna make it. You know, and that's the price of fools. They get killed real quick. Your life would get cut way shorter. You know what I'm saying? And like the Most I say, when you find me, you find life. You know what I'm saying? You find the truth. You know, and the truth it extends your life. If Yahweh willing, He allow you to live. He gonna allow you to live, man. You know, so it says the end of a thing is better than its beginning. The patient in spirit is better than the proud in spirit. Do not hasten your spirit to be angry, for anger rests in the bosom of fools. Do not say, why were the former days better than these? For you do not inquire wisely concerning this. Exactly. And a lot of our people don't understand that, you know. It says, do not say, why were the former days better than these? Because you don't understand your past. You don't understand what happened to you, you know. And it says, for you do not inquire wisely concerning this. And in the past, we was getting, man, it was so much darkness in our past. There was so much slavery, so much slaughter and destruction in our past. Our people don't understand the Bible. They don't understand history. It says, do not say, why were the former days better than these? And also they contradict themselves, you know what I'm saying? Because people will be like, oh, what's so different? When the collapse happened and all that, it says, why are these days better than the former? And because we don't have to go through this white man to get what we need, the Most High is pushing him out the way so we can go straight to Yahweh for what we need. You know what I'm saying? We got to depend on Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai when the economic crash does come. Because regardless whether you into it or not, it's still going to happen. And you see it all. You see it all through what's going on. Israel right now is turning over to Reuben. They don't want to deal with the American dollar no more. And then you got some event that's happening in the Caribbeans where they're starting to shut down. This is the rumor. They're starting to shut down banks, and they starting to do away with the cash. You know, so those are just two examples of what's going on in the world that's rapidly approaching, you know, America and affecting them. And the sad part about it is that it's all a monopoly game. You know, we over here busting our ass, and you know what I'm saying. The white man is over here. It's oppression. It's raw oppression. You know what I'm saying. So we busting our ass. We trying to make this money and pay the bills. And little do we know, the other nations ain't even worried about America's dollar. They don't even use it anymore. You know, and it's getting to a point in time to where America gonna drop their own dollar. So you can have racks and racks if you want to. You know what I'm saying? The money is gonna be no good, and that's what's happening to the dollar. It's no good, and it's all a part of the world domination plan, whatever weird shit this white man got going on. You know, it's a part of his plan to do away with his own money and to cause this collapse. So a lot of people ain't, like I said, why were the former days better than these? For you do not inquire wisely concerning this. You don't understand what you're talking about, you know. So and it's coming. You know what I'm saying? Every day, you know, something strange is going on, and it's not to nobody's benefit. It ain't good. It's not doing well. You know what I'm saying? We know that these events are going to take place, and we know what's about to happen. So the Most High say, you know, don't go so hard for this life. You know what I'm saying? Don't go so hard in this world. You're never gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? Even those people that made it haven't never really made it. You know, they don't have that true royalty. They living in a lie too. As gassed up as it is, as much as it look like they doing good, they're not doing well. These people are in terrible straits. These people are in a deeper oppression. Shoot, the people that's more richer and more famous and into these weird industry shit, dealing with all this weird shit that's going on, is treated like rag dolls, rather than a man that's trying to earn it and work for what he wants and to survive. He has it better than them people that's famous. It says wisdom is good with an inheritance. It says and profitable to those who see the sun. Yep, we know the truth. We see Yahweh by Shem Shai and Name Shai. It says wisdom is good with inheritance. We know our inheritance. It says and profitable to those who see the sun, for wisdom is a defense as money is a defense. But the excellence of knowledge is what wisdom gives to life to those who have it. The wisdom is better than money. Exactly. Consider the work of Yahweh, for who can make straight what he has made crooked? Right. You can't. That's for them fucking wicked ass black people. I mean, the wicked ass Israelites that say that white people can be saved. They cannot be saved. They are made to be a perverse thing. They are made to be an abomination. They are made to be destroyed. You can't change the nature of a person. You know what I'm saying? They got it. Well, they can't even change it. It's just what they are, and it'll never change. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of white people fear that. Well, it's about time you fear something. You fear Yahweh, don't you? You fear the Lord, don't you? You know, you feared what the prophets are saying because it's true. That shit is true. That shit ain't something that you could get over. You know, you cannot be saved. That's just straight up. It says, in the day, it says, for who can make straight what he has made crooked? And he's talking about not only a man, he's talking about the history. You know what I'm saying? How much blood they shed, how many people that they've killed. You know what I'm saying? If God made them to be wicked, that's what they are. And it'll never change. They can never even remove it from their history. Talking about our ancestors. Y'all are y'all ancestors. All these lines. All y'all. Y'all all the same. You know? They'd be like our ancestors. Well, we still take a responsibility for our ancestors to this day. It ain't no excuse. It ain't no escape for them. You know? I think they was doing some weird shit called a penal. No, it wasn't weird. It's not their heritage. I think they was doing something called a Pentecost. I think the day before yesterday, and they was sitting up there literally reading the Bible. You know what I'm saying? And preaching the Bible, and it's not even a book. You know, and they preaching it to people that don't even know the book. You know what I'm saying? They don't even understand what they're saying. They going over certain scriptures, they ignoring certain things, and they see the shit that's in the Bible, and they'll go to some sort of a prosperity precept. You know, they'll go to a quick Psalms precept. You know, and then they'll give out their own personal breakdowns. You know, because they see certain things in the Bible that you can't unsee. You know, and they understand the book. They know, but they ignore the warnings. They ignore what the Most High want to do to them, and they bend the book the way they want it, and that's wrong. So it says, "For who can make straight what he has made crooked? If a man is wicked, then that's what he gonna be. There's no changing it." It says, "In the day of prosperity, be joyful, but in the day of adversity, consider." That's right. So when it's your time and your shit falling apart, or God casts judgment on you, you gonna know where it came from. Even the wicked know. Even evil niggas know my time is coming. Like, damn. But how can I say that when I knew that it was gonna happen? I knew. I knew Yahweh was gonna finally catch up to me. You know, there wasn't no way out of this. It says, surely Yahweh has appointed one as well as the other, so that a man finds out nothing that will come after him. God gonna get you. That's exactly what it means. It says, I have seen everything in my days of vanity, meaning that for no reason. This is all for no reason. There is a just man who perishes in righteousness, and there is a wicked man who prolongs life in wickedness. Right? The evil shit that niggas do, man, and you wonder why they progressing, but it's for a reason. You know what I'm saying? It's for a fucking reason. The Most High don't do nothing for no reason. I'm just saying vanity mean like, just win, just it doesn't matter. The things that you're doing in this world don't matter. God says, so why hang on to it? When the economic crash happened, you know how many people gonna have nervous breakdowns? For fucking what? But that shows how connected they are to materialism. This world is a materialistic place. It doesn't matter. It can be replaced. Yahweh will give it back to you. Okay? But they don't know God. So they break down and they go crazy and murderous rage whatsoever. You know? But that shows you that people are clinging to this life. You know? I could care less about this shit. I don't. I'm just doing what I need to do to survive. And when these times come, I don't got to do this shit no more. Because I know the older I get, you know what I'm saying, the more, you know what I'm saying, my body is withering. My body can't last long. You know what I'm saying? I know this. Right now, I'm in my prime, but soon I'll be old. You know what I'm saying? But the Most High, Yahweh willing, we ain't gonna get to that point. I'll be in my prime when these events happen, you know? Because I could care less. Like, I know that I'm gonna get old. I know that I'll pass away. I know the truth of all this. So why just hang on to a life that doesn't even matter? Why commit myself to these things? Why? That's why the Most High is showing you, you just got to survive. You got to endure. You got to be with Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, name Yahushai. Be with the Lord, you know? And I'd rather be with him than, you know, live in this world and happen to suffer like this. This shit is fucked up. Like, who fucking wants to be here? Shit, especially in the neighborhoods and the hoods and all that. This shit is fucked up. Niggas got to sell crack to survive. That's horrible, you know? Niggas doing drugs to take the edge off, you know? You know, people that are actually rich don't do drugs. Their life is so fun, you know what I'm saying? They can go anywhere they want. They could do anything they want. They can buy anything they want. Who has time for fucking drugs when you got that much money to spend? You got that many places you can go in the world, you know? But, you know, like I said, for those of us that, you know, that know the truth, we see that shit in the hood, you know? There's bums and crackheads everywhere. Stupid ass gangbangers. They don't have nothing important in their life, so they do that shit. Not knowing it's not to their benefit. You can go get a job and go get something for yourself, but you would choose to do this. Okay, you know. I mean, I understand that life ain't worth living right now. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't got to do all that, you know. And we see that shit day to day, you know. It says, do not be overly righteous nor be overly wise. Why should you destroy yourself? That's right. Because you got motherfuckers that think they smart. Man, the smartest motherfucker is the biggest idiot. You know what I'm saying? Especially when they not in the word, you know. I don't choose to know it all. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the smartest man in the earth, you know, but I know the truth, you know. That's what's important. And it says, do not be overly righteous. You got people that's full of pride. They be talking that shit, not knowing that, you know, they gifts and everything that they doing is limited. It's only so long to where God get rid of you, because God see what you do to people, you know. It says, do not be overly wicked nor be foolish. Why should you die before your time? There it is, right there. Because through Yahweh is eternal life, boy. Those who abide under the shadow of the Almighty, man. That's right. You live longer. The Most High teaches you how to live longer. The Most High teaches you that Yahweh Shem Yahushai and the name Yahushai is your life. If you're not in this word, you ain't gonna have a chance to live long. You're not. If you're not doing what the Most High wants you to do, then why should he allow you to live? You know? That's what's gonna happen when judgment come at like a plague on all these people. That's what the Most High is gonna show them. Why should I allow you to live? You know what I'm saying? When you've done nothing for me, you haven't cared about me, you haven't prayed, you haven't done anything. So tell me, give me a reason why I should keep you alive. You know? It says, do not be overly wicked nor be foolish. Why should you die before your time? It's a lot of people that's dying before their time. They ain't even growing old no more. A lot of people just dying, you know? And if some of them that are growing old, they going straight to their judgment, because when this economic crash happens, there's going to be a lot of old people dead. They're going to be the easiest prey. A old person, a crippled person, a remedial person, a blind person. It's a reason why the Most High allowed them to live that long, because they wicked. And the Most High disabled them so they can't get away. So if you're wondering why the Most High ain't did nothing to you and he allowed you to live this long, it's because you got a horrible judgment coming, you know? You got some work coming to you. It says, it is good for you to grasp this, also not remove your hand from one another. For he who fears Yahweh will escape them all. That's right. We know the secret. If we fear Yahweh, and Yahweh willing, we can get out of this. Give me the feet of deer's feet so I can escape these catastrophes. Allow me to be fast on my feet and to make quick decisions. It says, wisdom strengthens the wise more than 10 rulers of the city. That's right, because the truth about all these people that rule and that got the money, the truth about the white man is that he's an idiot. He's a retard. You know what I'm saying? And that is the truth. Yeah, he made him wiser than Daniel, but like I said, the smartest people are the biggest idiots, you know? And that's what these white people don't understand. They're fucking idiots. And they're training the wicked two-thirds and our people how to be idiots too, okay? A guy can be a computer nerd and he can be on a computer tech savvy, fix your computer, clean viruses, but guess what? He 400 pounds. Calling you how about Shimmy on Shai and Amy on Shai. That's the Lord right there, man. This nigga 400 pounds can't get up to take care of himself, nothing. No woman want him, nothing. Idiot, did you not understand instead of working your brain out that you have to take care of your body? That is true wisdom, you know? What's another good example? Mm. Like a motherfucker, well, this example is unavoidable. You know, like a motherfucker can have the money, they can have the cars, they can, you know what I'm saying, they can have, you know what I'm saying, what they want in the world, but guess what? They're ugly. They couldn't even, you know, get a woman, you know? That's another example, you know? Well, actually, no, that's not an example. That's just judgment. But the first one is the most prime. You know what I'm saying? That is wisdom, you know? Because this nigga 400 pounds can't get up and, you know what I'm saying, lose weight, but he's smart. He can clean your viruses off your computer and all that. He can make companies off computers and make all this cash, but couldn't take care of himself. It says, wisdom strengthens the wise more than 10 rulers of the city. It says, for there is not a just man on earth who does good and does not sin. That's right. We are eligible for sin. We've all done it. It says, also do not take to heart everything people say. That's right. Lest you hear your servant cursing you. For many times also your own heart has known that even you have cursed others. That's right. So don't take it to heart about people talking shit, you know, because I've talked shit, you know, before. So I don't always take it to I don't take it to heart of niggas talking shit because I've done it too, you know. I've done things too. You know, I'm not perfect. It says, all this I have proved by wisdom. I said I will be wise, but it is far from me. As for that which is far off and exceedingly deep, who can find it out? I applied my heart to know, to search, and seek out wisdom and the reason of things, right? Because all this in the world are things. You know what I'm saying? Man is a thing. The animals are a thing. The earth is a thing. You know what I'm saying? The cosmos are things. You know, down to your breath, those are things. You know what I'm saying? So you be curious about creation, you know. But the only way you can understand it is by going through Yahweh. He's the only one that can show you all these secrets. It says, I said I will be wise, but it was far from me. Right. Boy, I ain't the smartest person in the world. It says, but it was far from me. As for that which is far off and exceedingly deep, because this world is a deep place. It's very deep. It's a lot of shit in this world. It says, who can find it out? I applied my heart to know, to seek out, to search and seek out wisdom and the reason of things, to know the wickedness of folly, even of foolishness and madness. And I find more bitter than death. Yep, a stupid person is worse than death. It says, the woman whose heart is snares and nets, whose hands are fetters. He who pleases Yahweh shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be trapped by her. Right? You know, for certain men that are by themselves, it's the reason why we by ourselves. It's actually good. You know what I'm saying? Some of us are blessed with good women, but not of all of us. You know what I'm saying? So the Most High say, don't set your heart on searching for a good woman. Don't set your heart on being with a woman. You know, it could be baggage and weights, like I said, whose hands are fetters. No, the women whose heart is snares and nets. There are women in this world that literally live to fucking use men. You know, they want their money. They want the things that they can do. You know, so those are the women that you got to look out for. The women that is immoral. You know, and I don't know. It's a very complicated situation when you're dealing with these women. But what is simple, a real man of God, women are pleasurable and fun. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, for those of us that are by ourselves, it's a reason why God put you by yourself. It's not always good to have a woman around. You got to be quick on your feet and you got to be knowledgeable. It's not even out of disrespect that I say this, but the Lord does consider them a distraction when you're in the Word. You don't have time to be getting used. You don't have time to be getting up worrying about extra responsibilities. You know, through the women we all die. It's a saying, being that you can literally cut off your days with enough stress. You know, it's good to have fun. Like I said, not all men are capable of having women. Good women that won't fuck you over. You know what I'm saying? But overall, the Most High says to avoid them. Avoid them niggas. You know, God said you don't really need them like you think you do. Yeah, it's fun to have a friend. Yeah, that's cool. But when it comes to relationships and all that, your woman got to be on point. You can't just settle down with anybody. You can't just be with anybody, you know? And you can't let the woman get in the way between you and Yahweh. That is where your real marriage lies. God is jealous, man. Yahweh is a jealous God, man. And he ain't human. You can't say, oh, that's gay and all that. God ain't even a man. He doesn't dwell in those properties. He don't move like we do. He ain't nowhere near human. So you can't say that. He's out of those boundaries. So your relationship is special. And you gotta always understand that. That's why I'm happy I'm by myself. Ain't nothing wrong with that shit, man. I'm on a certain level, and if I were to have a woman, she gotta be on my level. But nowadays, the women that get on a man, get on the level of a man, they think they like men, and they end up contending with us. You know, and then here come the whole part. They can just go and go be with somebody else. You're not as important as you thought you was. And the Most High looks at that. So God said, don't let nothing come between you. You know what I'm saying? And him. But me, I ain't really I had that problem, but at the same time I don't, because I'm not an ugly guy. I like women. I talk to women a lot. You know what I'm saying? I never really had that problem. But at the end of the day, living in this world, and I'm not a popular guy and all that, and I stay in the shadows a lot. So I'm by myself, and it shows you at heart where my true goal is. I'm not really looking to be with a woman. I'm not really worried about that. I'm worried about other things. Yeah, of course we all human. You worry about your sexuality. But you can meet those demands. You know what I'm saying? You can. That's why I say you can have a woman for a friend, but when it comes to all that deep relationship shit, nah, I'm cool. Not around these times. Nah, I'm good. I gotta survive. So it's a deep topic when it comes to the women, but the Most High overall says, God say focus on what's important. God say I'll provide you with a girl. I'll provide you with 3 to 4 girls. Just to keep you, straight. But knowing overall, they real purpose. And knowing how they've abused that purpose and they become more than just women. They fucking monsters. And woman in Hebrew, woman in Greek means servant. So they don't want to serve men like that. A lot of women do not. Like I said, there's a lot of niggas that do get good women, but not all of us. You know, not all of us. But oh well. Going on to the next subject. It says here's what I have found, says the preacher. Excuse me. Adding one thing to the other to find out the reason, which my soul still seeks, but I cannot find. One man among a thousand I have found, but a woman among all these I have not found. Truly, this is all. This is only I have found, that Yahweh made man upright. but they have sought out many schemes. That's true. That's true. You rarely, it's not a lot of women that's in the word. You know what I'm saying? It's not a lot of women that believe in Yahweh, the Lord. God say, out of 1,000 men, I'll find one man that believe. But out of 1,000 women, I ain't gonna really find them. Not at all. You know what I'm saying? Because their nature is different, you know? And Yahweh was dealing with man first. So when Yahweh said it's not good that we find, no, that man shall be alone, he made a supreme, another being that was supreme, but not supreme as the man. You know what I'm saying? So he pulled the woman out of the man. She became his servant, but she was supreme to a degree. You know what I'm saying? But she over abused that when she ate the apple. But overall, you know what I'm saying? The Most High find more faith than in a nigga than he would a woman, than he would one of our Israelite women, because we are built a certain way. We more sophisticated and more aligned with ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Then a woman is full of emotion, and I got to do this, I got to do that. I don't have time for the Bible. You know what I'm saying? I ain't worried about that right now. I want to go out. I want to do whatever the fuck I want. I got to get this car. I got to get this house. You know what I'm saying? All kinds of things. It's a storm surrounding them. So God is like, no, a man can deal with that storm and still, focus on Yahweh, because he was made. It says, for Jacob's portion is not like them, for he is the maker of all things. We're good at this. We know what the fuck we doing, And that's why Yahweh said, I'd rather deal with a man than a woman. You know what I'm saying? I can deal with the woman if she lets me in, but 9 times out of 10, it's not gonna be like that. But all that shit, if you don't listen, it leads to a short ass life, and you will die eventually. And that is the point. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of wisdom, lessons within lessons, and Ecclesiastic was pretty good. So with that, call on Yahweh Bashim Al Shai, Bashim Kakwadash. Hope this was edifying to those who may listen. If not, I'm sure I'm edified with that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And, good night to you. And it's another lesson on to the next lesson.